How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we had to kind of fight back in this game of Madden Squads, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the first thing I wanted to mention is that this Playmaker pack is offered for 200 points once you reach level 5. I would not purchase this pack at all. If I knew I was going to get this garbage, I would never have spent my 200 points. I would have probably just saved it and used it for maybe one of those weekly elite packs or weekly platinum packs. But with that being said, I wanted to at least try it out for this first one. Never opened one of those Playmaker packs, and I knew what I was about to get, right? Gold cards. But with that said, we're going to get into my very first game of Madden Squads. I tried to get into a previous game here, but for some reason I actually never matched up with an opponent. I turned off my console and ended up with a loss. So it doesn't actually count towards my record. I'm a little bit confused about that. But here we have a pretty good squad as well. This guy's got a pretty good defense. A couple guys might be using a theme team. This guy had a Giants theme team. I think he said it was like 40 or 45 out of 50. But I was talking to these guys on the mic. I don't know why my microphone icon does not pop up in the top left corner. But so far, I've had a little bit of fun talking to people. Just kind of, playing with randoms. Here we got two guys on PC, I think. I guess they could be Xbox. I don't really know the icons yet. But I'm on PlayStation, and I wanted to send these guys a friend request. But I wasn't really able to because I think I have to connect my Madden account to something. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. But we were able to get a touchdown on the first drive there. And now we're on defense here. And we have a 4th and 18. I completely followed that crossing route. And that was my fault. That was kind of my area with my user. I let the people know, like, dude, that was my bad. Here I'm trying to keep up with this corner route. That looked like a pretty solid route. But I'm also using Arikiki. I have no idea how to say that dude's name. But he is pretty slow. I think he's also a linebacker. I would typically prefer safeties, but at the same time, we're trying to respond with a kick return right here. Kadarius Toney, kick returns are definitely overpowered right now. Not everybody has backups that can make tackles or even backups that can block on special teams. But there we got some pretty good blocking. I was able to house that one for 6. Now this opponent definitely threw one up for grabs there. I think he had a couple guys open, or at least looked like some guys were starting to break open there. So we get the ball right back, and we're going with a running play, trying to mix in some of these teammates. Haven't really thrown the ball to them a whole lot. I've been kind of throwing, to the computer routes. Here I'm trying it. I knew I had a flag. I knew I had a free play. A little bit of Aaron Rodgers right there trying to throw for a touchdown. Just dropped the ball. Press triangle. Might have had bad timing. I'm also using a running back. But I was thinking maybe I should add that safety valve ability to my quarterback rather than using tight out. I do have quick draw and the tight end ability, the tight end catching ability on my quarterback. I don't really think it does a whole lot yet, but maybe it activates. I can't really see it because it's the quarterback. Once I throw it to the tight end, I can't really see if the quarterback lights up, but my tight end definitely doesn't have an ability. He's not lighting up or anything. But we are trying to kind of incorporate more teammates. Once I had the lead, I told them, all right, guys, I'm definitely going to throw you guys the ball more and implement that. But then these other teammates on the opponent's team, they quit. So we're just down to one guy. And sometimes with one guy, it can become a little bit tougher. But right here, the game's kind of over. I'm trying to make this last guy quit. Trying to get used to some deep balls because I was really struggling, not really throwing the ball accurately when trying to throw it deep. And that last game was won pretty easily. Now in this one, it might be a little bit tougher here. We do have a better team. We have a better overall team on offense and on defense. I've upgraded a couple positions. Picked up this guy named Jameson Williams. You won't really see him too much. He's kind of a backup wide receiver. He's got 84 speed. He's a 75 gold card. And I might sell him because he's kind of going for a lot. He's going for like 15 to 30K. But he might see the field every once in a while. Here we're starting on defense. We get him to 4th down. They kick the field goal. My teammate ran into the kicker. So they're getting a fresh set of downs here. We got a sack, which set us up for a long 3rd and goal. We end up giving up a field goal anyway, which is not bad, but I'm looking to respond right away. Going with that Y curl play, it's a cover 3 beater. And some people have asked me, right, about money plays and about glitch plays and all that stuff. But typically, those types of plays only work against stock coverages. If you notice, like every time I've used Y curl, that play, I'm using it against cover 3. I'm using my pre-snap reads to try and see what the defense is in. And then I'm calling it out to my teammates in squads. Some of them might think I'm cheating. I've been accused of cheating like that in the past. I'm really not that good, though. But I do try and read the play and I can usually tell what the other team is doing 80% of the time before I snap the ball. And there are some things you can do to hide it, right? Like baseline, you can adjust your zone drops, you can press, you can do different things. But if you're running stock coverage, you're not really going to cover anybody anyway. Every play is going to be a glitch play, money play. So you are going to see me use, this PA seams a good amount. You are going to see me use some of the meta plays from last year. And some of these plays in this playbook are brand new to me because I never used the Jets playbook before, and they've changed a lot of that stuff. But it's also part of the Packers playbook, so I'm familiar with some of it. I'm going with, plays that I recognize, plays that have one or two specific routes that I can't put out there with a hot route, and then I'm going to adjust the plays. So here, this is one of my favorite plays. If you go back to last year's, a few of my Madden videos last year, I was running this Y out right away. I've been using this tight offset, tight end formation for a couple years now. But I'm definitely overthrowing some of these deep balls as well. Trying to free form, trying to mix in some high passes. I'm trying to get the accuracy down because it is a little bit more sensitive, or at least a little bit different this year from what I'm understanding. I don't really know exactly what is different about it. I just think it's more sensitive with the placement and the accuracy meter. You have to be just a little bit more precise. It might be a little tougher. But here in this one, we're trying to fight back, and we have to fight against ourselves. I made a bad play there, ran into the opponent and got a flag. Then my teammate picked the ball off. I don't really know what happened on this play, but he intercepts the ball and then laterals it backwards. He was yelling out, I didn't lateral it. I did not lateral it. Well, they scored right before halftime. It is what it is, but we are down 10 points. And really, we should be up in this game by like 1 or 2 scores because we stopped them up. We had a fumble on the very first drive. I've thrown like 2 or 3 touchdowns wide open that are overthrown. It's just crazy that we kind of have to fight in this one. Here, I'm throwing a risky pass, hoping that this guy, Pratt, kind of gives up on that route. He did, and we got a little lucky. Weird animations there. He's diving forward for the pylon. But we really need a score here. I thought about going to the bubble, but this was a better look because they were in man coverage. The previous time, I thought they were in zone. I guess they could have been in man. But we fumbled, and I couldn't see which play they called right after that. But with that said, we needed a big-time interception right there. I was telling the guy, I think this might be 4 verticals. We played that perfectly, and my teammate comes up with the interception, and now I went right back to that Y curl play. These guys were in cover 3 for 60% of their play calls. I was taking advantage of it. Anytime I saw a cover 3 look, I was going to Y curl and expecting to throw a drag route to try to beat man, expecting to throw a slant, trying to mix it up there. But on that last play right there, my teammate was doing a pretty good job, but he just kind of had the ball go right through his hands. I told him that their safety he's bringing down their free safety every single play. So I wanted to go with this 0-1 trap. I wanted to go with the run and try to time that safety running down, kind of take him out of the play completely. And I didn't have enough time to tell my teammate, but he went to the right, which was perfect. That was the exact way he should have gone because everybody was kind of crashed towards the left. But then I finally made a play on defense. Finally had my first interception of the year, and now we're just looking to kind of run the clock out. We had to fight back in this one. We really shouldn't have, though. But we are able to kind of at least set ourselves up for the W. I kind of messed up my time management, my play clock management right here. And I started to take a knee after this first down. They started to call timeout, so on this 3rd and 12, I went with the pass. Kind of a little risky, right? If I throw an interception to lose the game, that's 1,000% on me. I was just going to either take a sack, take off. I thought that guy was wide open. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm College Lefty, and those are my first 2 games of Madden Squads. Had a pretty good time with it. I did send King Kuko a friend request, so we might play again. But until next time, peace out.